Introducing a whole new form of racing to the best online racing simulation in the world. This is Dirt Racing on iRacing.com. Race online at some of America's most legendary dirt tracks, including Eldora and Williams Grove. iRacing is the premier online racing game featuring NASCAR, IndyCar, sports cars, and now World of Outlaws, the leading sanctioning body for dirt racing. iRacing is easy to use and features a centralized ranking system to make sure you have the best experience at any skill level. With a massive inventory of high-precision laser scan tracks and cars with an unmatched dedication to quality and detail, iRacing gives you the most authentic online racing experience available. Thanks to iRacing's dynamic track system, developed specifically for dirt racing, tracks change over the course of a race, just like your favorite dirt track on a Friday or Saturday night. From a slick racing groove all the way up to the cushion, iRacing's dirt tracks deliver non-stop racing action. Partnered with the World of Outlaws, iRacing is your source for the most authentic dirt racing experience available, featuring 4 brand new tracks and 11 new cars, including street stocks, Legends cars, late models, NASCAR trucks, winged and non-winged sprint cars, with much more on the way. Join the Dirt Revolution on iRacing.com and start slinging mud today.
Alright, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Ultimate Dirt TV's coverage of the Blue Sphere Corporation and Dirty Old Bastards 410 World of Outlaws Craftsman Sprint Car Series. My name is Brett Wheeler still, and will always be Brett Wheeler. Race number 2, we turn our attention to the night time this time. Waiting on cars to come out onto the racetrack for group qualifying again. I believe we've lost a few drivers from race 1, but we've gained a few more. Here we go, qualifying underway right now. First car on the racetrack. He won the previous Knoxville race 2 nighttime race. In caliber 31, it's Tyson Landis. Tyson Landis in caliber 31, and the Colby's Iron Paint. Caliber 22, it's Jason Nygaard. And your feature winner from race 1 having problems, Anthony Lopresto. Tyson Landis with a 16.052. Jason Nygaard, quick time with a 15.943. Landis, second lap will be quick time, 15.940. Jason Nygaard, quick time with a 15.921. Big story out of this one, Anthony Lopresto. Not sure whether he was in that group or not, but he went out onto the racetrack unable to get a lap time in, so we'll have to see if he can get one lap at the end or whether he has to start at the back of the bus. A couple of teammates on track right now. In caliber 73, Alan Samel. Alan Samel in caliber 73. Behind him in caliber 20, teammate to Samel, it is John Lowe. John Lowe in caliber 20. And in caliber 44, we got Ryan Pace. Samel will get the green flag. In fact, the white flag. We got time for Alan Samel. It's a 16.290. John Lowe, quick time with a 15.915. Ryan Pace with a 16.085. Samel, can he improve on lap number 2? He does. No improvement in position. Samel with a 16.255. Ryan Pace with a 15.982. And John Lowe with a 15.915. He says position number 1 at the moment. Here we go. In the 127, it is Stephen Hill. Stephen Hill in the 127. In car number 21, it's Tyler Henselman. Tyler Henselman in car number 21. Green flag out for these two drivers in this group. Stephen Hill will get a first lap in. It is going to be a 16.073. 16.073. Tyler Henselman with a 16.419. Stephen Hill cannot go quicker. Henselman, he will improve on his lap time, but not a position with a 16.387. As he sits just under half a second slower at the moment from quick time. Here we go, rolling out in the next gen fab number 67. It is Mark Pinsky. Mark Pinsky in the 67. There's the famous black and green machine in colour 11. Finishing third in race number 1, it's Zach McLaughlin. He set quick time in race 1 as well. And in the motor racing MRN, car number 92, the first time we've seen this driver here in the World of Outlaws Craftsman Sprint Car Series. It's car number 92 of Mike Keegan. Lap 1 for Zach McLaughlin. $16.050. Pinsky with a 16.268. Mike Keegan with a 16.059. McLaughlin, quick time, 15.868. Position number 1. Pinsky goes to position 8 with a 16.099. And how about Mike Keegan with a 15.879? Position number 2. Great drive. We crack open a little bit of a coldie. It's not so much of a coldie, but it is just a refreshment. In car number 93, came away with a second place in race number 1. It's the 93 of Chris Roberts. Chris Roberts in car number 93. In the mobile 1, number 77 entry, it's Aaron Schaefer. And in the Swindell Speedy Low, in fact, he's changed colour again. I'm not sure why these. Anyhow, number 7, it is Dylan Workman. Dylan Workman in car number 7. Roberts will get the white flag first. His first lap time is 16.096. Schaefer with a 16.448. Workman with a 16.175. Sits 10th quick at the moment. Roberts on lap number 2 looking to improve. He does not. His fastest lap was a 16.096 on lap 1. Schaefer up to position 12 with a 16.263. And Dylan Workman with a 16.021 jumps to position number 7 on the inside of row number 4. Okay, so getting word. There is a last road challenge from a couple of drivers being thrown down. 2 drivers will start at the back of the bus tonight, and we'll explain to you who that might be in just a moment. We'll get through qualifying in this group. In the 00, it's Nathan McClellan. Nathan McClellan in the 00. In the Quaker State number 32, it is James Taylor. And in the Steel Cycle 005 entry, it is Brandon Steele. Brandon Steele in the 005. Out there with James Taylor and Nathan McClellan. McClellan with a 16.438 on lap 1, jumps to 13th pit with a 16.263. James Taylor with a 16.366. And Brandon Steele with a 16.400. So, people don't know how to take a hit. So, car number 9, Drew Neal on the racetrack, along with the 10 of Stephen Hersberg. Stephen Hersberg and Drew Neal. The next cars to take the time, and I believe this might be the last group. Drew Neal with a 16.276. A 16.276. Stephen Hersberg with a 17.441. Drew Neal's second lap time is going to be slower there. Hersberg, can he improve? He does with a 16.715. And what? That just leaves 3 drivers. John Lopresto, Anthony Lopresto, and Chris Brenner. However, I'm not sure if even John Lopresto is in the server. However, Anthony Lopresto and Chris Brenner are going to be doing the last row challenge. So they will start at the back of the bus. They will not take a time. So with that being said, we'll play this one more time for you guys. So if you want to be upstanding, as we play the United States National Anthem. Your Dirt TV, Ultimate Dirt TV, starting grid. Starting on the pole in car number 11 will be Zach McLaughlin. To his outside, the 92 of Mike Keegan. Starting at a position number 3 in car number 20, it is John Lowe. To his outside, the 22 of Jason Nygaard. Starting at a position 5, car number 31 of Tyson Landis. To his outside in car number 44, starting out of position 6, it is Ryan Pace. At a position number 7 will be car number 7 of Dylan Workman, starting out of position number 8, the 127 of Stephen Hill. Starting out of position number 9, the 93 of Chris Robertson to his outside. At a position 10, the 67 of Mark Pinsky. Starting out of position number 11 in caliber 73, Alan Samel, who will line up alongside the 77, Aaron Schaefer. At a position number 13, the 00, Nathan McClellan. He lines up alongside the 9 of Drew Neal. James Taylor and Tyler Henselman will be row 8. Row 9, Brandon Steele, Stephen Hersberg, Anthony Lepresto, Chris Brenner, John Lepresto. Ladies and gentlemen, that is tonight's starting grid. We're listening to race control.
One the green guys, tighten up. We'll go on green or white flag lap 35.
35 laps on the board, race number 2. They come past the National Sprintcar Hall of Fame and Museum and past the Brian Clausen Sweet Tower. Ladies and gentlemen, the Bluesview Corporation and Dirty Old Bastards World of Outlaws Craftsman Sprint Car Series live from the Knoxville Raceway, round 7. Race number 2. The lights are shining. They're not shining bright like a diamond. Ladies and gentlemen, 900 horsepower plus sprint cars. We are green. Race number 2. McLaughlin got a great launch. They go down into turn 1 and 2. We see the drivers looking for moves. Trying to find a line. 3 wide. Schaefer on the inside of Pinsky. You see the middle of the screen right there. Keep an eye. We're going to keep an eye on the guys coming from the back of the bus. Chris Brenner and Anthony Lepresto. John Lepresto as well. So the gauntlet has been laid down. You're watching the 2 guys on screen right now. Lepresto and Pinsky. Oh, Pinsky and McClellan come together. Lepresto goes to the inside. Brandon Steele going upside down. Drew Neal catching a piece of that one as well. There is our first caution of the night. Maybe no. Okay, we stay green. But you've seen Lepresto have a wild ride. Brenner in your position number, looking for 10th right now around the outside. Oh, look out of the car in the wall. It's John Lowe. Brenner around the outside of Alan Samo. And now looking on the inside of Schaefer. Brenner up into the 10th spot on the racetrack at the moment. Battle between Workman and Hill. Out of turn number 2. Roberts and Landis, they're side by side as well. And they got the 84 of Chris Brenner on a tear through this racetrack. Oh, there it is, first yellow. And it happens to be the 257 of Anthony Lepresto. Getting a little loose there in the corner. And that will bring out a caution this evening. So, Lepresto's night is done for. Drew Neal on the inside berm looking to go into pit road. And at the moment, Zach McLaughlin, your race leader, from Mike Keegan, Ryan Page, Jason Nygaard in 4th, and Stephen Hill rounds out the top 5. You go to Dylan Workman, Tyson Landis, Chris Roberts, Chris Brenner, and Alan Samo, your top 10, Aaron Schaefer. 11th, Nathan McClellan, John Lepresto, Stephen Hersberg, James Taylor. 15th, Mark Pinsky, Brandon Steele, Tyler Henselman in 18th, and Tyler Henselman, in fact, coming back out of pit road, so maybe a few quick little repairs going on to that number 21 machine. Lights are out. White flag. Lap 38, I believe it is.
On the green, guys. Tighten up. Single file. White flag. Lap 38.
28 to run. We completed 7 laps in race number 2's main event. So the back row challenge not working out for Anthony Lopresto. He's already 3 laps down. Drew now a couple laps down. Tyler Henselman is the last car on the lead lap, and I believe he is in pit road. Ace truck in, single file. They can't go until the green flag has been displayed. There it is. Keegan picks up the front wheels, and Ryan Pace inside on the front straightaway. Somehow we are still here we go. Yellow is out, and look like it's going to be John Lopresto this time. Let's see what happened to the 157. You see the Ryan Pace machine making the call, and the right rear just getting into the left rear there. And John Lopresto literally just got chewed up and spat out. Lopresto had nowhere to go. And McClellan, a couple of drivers getting involved as well. The 32 of James Taylor, the 005 of Brandon Steele. In fact, let's go have a look at the 44. On that restart. You see Keegan just picked up the front wheels, and that just never ends well. That was not the reason for the caution, but it sucks because Ryan Pace was on track for potentially a podium. Speaking of podiums, Jason Nygaard up in the 2nd place right now in the 22. He's gotten past Mike Keegan, so Nygaard has a chance at the race lead. I dare say if he's able to win this one, I dare say that the wall might be getting torn down, because I have a feeling there might be some donuts coming. Still plenty of racing to come. White flag, lap number 41 too. Still 27 odd laps remain in this one. Drivers can't go until the green flag.
Green flag, green flag.
And green is out. Nygaard picks up the front wheels, and well, in comes the 93 of Chris Roberts on the inside of Keegan. Now gets shuffled back to 4th. Landis, he has literally got cars all around him right now. Cars working the top side of the racetrack. Keegan looks back to the outside on Roberts into turn number 1 and 2. Roberts slides up. Hill back there in 5th. You go back to Workman, then Landis. Then we've got Chris Brenner on the bottom side of the racetrack. Sliding up, trying to take the line away from Tyson Landis. No, keeps on the low side of the racetrack. Slides through the middle. Brenner up to position number 7. Roberts now, he's going to go down low in turns 3 and 4. Nygaard starting to catch a race leader right now. Nygaard all over the back of him now, out of turn 2. He had to get out of the line there, out of the racing groove. Sliding through the middle. No, he can't make the slide job. Battle on for it. Look at the battle right now. Behind us, Brenner looking for a top 5 as he goes into turns 1 and 2. In fact, he will pick up position number 5. He's got Roberts and Keegan in front of him right now. Brenner goes to the outside lane. Roberts back to the inside. Keegan upstairs in turns 1 and 2. Brenner rides the cushion. Workman and Stephen Hill having a nice little battle as well. Oh, there was a little contact there between the two. And now here comes Tyson Landis looking to pick up a spot. Roberts back to position number 3. The front two cars are starting to pull away from third place here at the moment. They got about a second and a half back to Chris Roberts. Watching Nygaard on screen in that 22 machine. Third and fourth on the racetrack. Roberts slides up, takes the line away from Brenner. Brenner has to get out of the throttle. Roberts goes to the low side in 3 and 4. He's going to lose a ton of ground, and Chris Brenner, he will take over the third spot. He rides the cushion all the way around. Mark Pinsky slowing on the inside of the racetrack. Nygaard had a bit of a moment. The 10 of Stephen Herberg, he's done for as well. Roberts trying to fight back on the inside of Brenner. Brenner started out of position 20 in that 10th row. He's now up to position number 3. Nygaard once again will close in on your race leader, the 11 of Zach McLaughlin. They got 2 seconds back to Chris Brenner. Watch that gap just evaporate because Brenner, he has got that car on a rail right now. And if these two start to battle each other, oh, McLaughlin, he makes a mistake, and now Nygaard to the pointy end of the field. He goes to position number 1. McLaughlin slides up. Nygaard thought about crossing back underneath, but didn't want to run through the slick, so just consolidates in second. 1.6 seconds back to Chris Brenner. So in just a couple of laps, he has picked up 4/10 of a second. He's picked up over half a second in 3 laps right now. Nygaard through the slick in turns 3 and 4. Can't quite hit the cushion. McLaughlin just starting to pull away now. Jason Nygaard, don't look in your mirror because that 84 is starting to catch you guys. And let me tell you, I think we've got about 10 to run. And uh-oh. Who is that? That will happen to be the 21 of Tyler Henselman. Let's have a look at our Ultimate TV replay. We've got on the low side. Now John Lepresto just came down into him. Lepresto came off the cushion. You just didn't catch the wall and the car just drive down the racetrack. So it sucks for the 21 yet again. Now, we have an absolute doozy of a battle about to come up, because not only does this yellow bunch the field back up, Zach McLaughlin will not only have Jason Nygaard restarting hot on his heels, but what was about a 1.3 second advantage over third place Chris Brenner. Chris Brenner will now start a couple of car lengths back on this restart in third place, and he has definitely got a chance at winning this one. So, on the green, guys, tighten up.
On the green, guys, tighten up. Single file, white flag, lap 44.
So 12 to run. So pretty much a B main distance here on the iRacing service. McLaughlin, Nygaard, Brenner, Roberts, Workman, your top 5. Green is out and we are underway. Roberts goes straight to the top side, looking to get around the outside of Brenner. Brenner on the inside of Nygaard. They come out of turn number 2. Nygaard still has the advantage. Here comes the slide job from Chris Brenner from third to the race lead. Oh, 3 wide. Oh, no. Nygaard into the wall. 3 wide for the race lead. And how about Chris Roberts? He takes over the race lead, and here comes Brenner. Brenner going to fight back on the inside, on the outside, excuse me. Oh, McLaughlin making a mistake. Side by side for the race lead. 10 to run on the line. Roberts has the lead for the moment. Brenner back to the inside out of turn number 2. Down the back straight away. Roberts protects that low line. Going into turn 3 and 4. Brenner rails the cushion. 9 laps to go. Can he put that 93 in victory lane? Or is Chris Roberts going to come from the back row and take this one out? 8 to go as we come out of turn number 4. Brenner literally rails the cushion on the outside. Oh, this is a great race up front. Roberts is going to slide up in front of Brenner one more time. Brenner, oh no, he gets the door shut. Going into turn 3 and 4. Roberts continues to lead. No, Brenner steals it away from him at the start-finish line. And that should give Chris Brenner a clear track in front of him right now. Roberts going to fight back on the inside. Here we go. White flag up 44, so we should be on 5 to go. Brenner has the race lead from position number 20. 5 to run right now. Roberts in second. Third is Tyson Landis. He is just surviving and running a great race. McLaughlin in fourth. Samel fifth. You're back to Hill. Keegan, Steele, Workman, Schaefer, Taylor, and Nygaard in the 12th after having the race lead and battling for the race lead. Brenner, he was just G-O-N-E. Uh-oh. James Taylor and Aaron Schaefer come together. Let's have a look and see what happened here on the Ultimate TV replay. Schaefer jumped the cushion. Well, Taylor was just coming back and wow, talking about both cars going for a ride. The infield clear the work area. Ladies and gentlemen, thankfully nobody was injured in that wreck. Can tell you a couple of sprint cars did get destroyed a little bit. So 2 to green at the moment. We'll have white flag lap 47. So we should have 3 to go. It is all or nothing now, boys. Brenner has the race lead starting from position number 20. There is Chris Brenner, position 1. Top 3, Chris Brenner, Chris Roberts, and McLaughlin.
And so a 3-lap shootout.
3 laps to go. Who's going to take out race number 2? Brenner will now have a clear track in front of me. He'll have access to the top side of the racetrack. First.
Green's out. Green flag. Green flag.
Oh, he spins the tyres a bit. That's going to allow Roberts to the inside and throw a slider into 1 and 2. Roberts and Brenner, they nearly made contact. And Brenner had to take the race of action, drive around the outside of the 93. Roberts works the low side in 3 and 4. 2 to go right now. Here comes McLaughlin challenging for the race lead. There's contact with Simone, another car at the back. And following Stephen Hill. Uh-oh, the yellow is out. Yellow, yellow, yellow. Oh, McLaughlin putting it into the wall after the yellow. So, interesting stuff here in these final stages of this second race. You're watching Ultimate Dirt TV live on YouTube and Facebook. Bringing you the Blue Sphere Corporation and Dirty Old Bastards of All of Outlaws Craftsman Sprint Car Series. Round number 7, race number 2. So we're on 2 to green. Right now, and we'll let you know whether we're going to have a 1 or 2 lap shootout, which should be a 2 lap shootout in the end. But we'll listen in to race control and see what they say about this one.
On the green, guys, tighten up, single file, green, white, checkered. So once we announce the white, we race back to the line. If we get a yellow before, then we'll do it again.
Now you hear it from race control. Green, white, checker is confirmed. The yellow comes out before they get the white flag. They'll do the green, white, checker one more time. They will race this out. Chris Brenner, Chris Roberts, Zach McLaughlin, Tyson Landis, Mike Keegan. Here we go. Pace trucking. A mile to run.
Green's out. Green flag. Green flag.
Green flag is back out, and Brenner, well, he doesn't spin the tyres this time. He gets a great start in the turns 1 and 2. Roberts now gets to the top of the racetrack, trying to reel in the race lead, and now goes through the middle in turns 3 and 4, trying to ride up and get the cushion out of turn 4. He spins the tyres a little bit, and the white flag is out. They will race it to the line. McLaughlin to the outside of Chris Roberts. And McLaughlin, he's got a shot here. Brenner's down low. McLaughlin, he is up top. They come out of turn 4 and drag race to the line. Brenner will get the job done. Oh, what a race. What a finish, ladies and gentlemen. Chris Brenner with the win. Zach McLaughlin and Chris Roberts. Your top 3. What a drive from Chris Brenner from the back of the field. He puts the 84 in victory lane. And here we go. We're going to have a chat one more time with the 93. And that will be Chris Roberts finding a podium yet again. Chris, congratulations on a 3rd place. You had the lead there for a moment, but a hard-charging Brenner comes from the back of the bus, but still a good race for you.
Yeah, I actually got to lead a few laps there. That was a good race between the 2 of us. I mean, him and Anthony wanted to take a back of the bus challenge there, you know, basically, and it paid off for Brenner. But man, that was a good race.
The track had multiple lines, especially late in that race. You know, there was a middle lane that you guys tried in that last restart. The bottom looked all but shot towards that end, but you know, the start of that race, it was definitely there.
Oh yeah, the bottom through 3 and 4 was once again there. You know, for me, towards the end of the race, it got harder and harder to hit as it got smaller. But I had a nice line through 1 and 2, and that last restart, I didn't get the drive I wanted to because I figured if I could get a good restart like I did the restart before and slide Brenner and clear him, I might have been able to hold him off. But that was a good race. I mean, he's a pro. I mean, he's got that pro license, and he's a pro, and he's good at what he does. And come from the back to the front like that with a good racing, that was great, and I was able to run with him. So that made my night.
Well, you bagged a couple of podiums, so final championship points for you. It's all about consistency, but once again, no doubt, I'm sure there's some people you want to thank.
Oh yeah, gotta give the shout out as always to Blue Sphere. It's great that they came on board. I announced it a couple weeks ago that one of their other business partners are coming on board to once again do the 360s, 410s next season. So we'll be able to bring all our great races to everybody out there the rest of this season and next season. You know, you, Brett, Ultimate Dirt TV. Once again, you do a stellar job. It gets better and better every time. Dirty Old Bastards and everybody that comes out and supports us, you know, races. You know, we put on some great racing. We got some fast guys. We get even more, you know, get guys about almost every day. You know, got some big names starting to show up too. So that's good. All the fans out there that sit around and watch us every Tuesday and Thursday night. DTB, I think Alan finished decent. I'm not sure where he finished. I know Tyler and John had some issues once again, but you know, not a bad night for the team.
All right, there we have it. That was Chris Roberts in third place, and well, he starts position number 20, and he drives all the way to the front of the field. Chris Brenner, congratulations. I don't even know where to start. I mean, just what a drive. I mean, what a race.
Yeah, I pulled another one off, man. That's 2 in a row. No, I started up front in that last the race at Limaland. Yeah, there's a lot of luck involved doing that. Me and Anthony just decided to have some fun and see if one of us could get up to the front. That usually doesn't happen. Just worked out. Car was in the right place when the chaos happened, and I got through it all. And you know, once you're closing in on the top 5, you can kind of start picking people off one at a time and go from there.
The racetrack, yeah, you had some challenges from Roberts and also McLaughlin then in those closing stages. Where was your car comfortable? You know, you looked fast up top. You were pretty much comfortable down low in the early parts of that race. I mean, you know, that car, it just looked like you could put it anywhere on the racetrack and it looked fast.
Yeah, we've got a really good setup for that track. Coming from the Pro Series qualifiers, we did a lot of work on that one. Top side was really good. I was rolling that one, that line really fast until it got really, you know, worn in up towards the wall. Then it gets a little too risky to keep running that thing, so I bailed on it. Roberts was tough to get by. He was really strong on the bottom there, and he's drifting up a little bit high and cutting off my drive, so I had to get a little ballsy to get by him. Zach, unfortunately, on that restart, I got underneath him on a slider, and I knew I wasn't going to clear him, so I kind of tried to save him a lane, and he chose to back off. So thanks, Zach, for doing that, but I was hoping he'd go by me because I left him the lane there. But it was a good race from everybody. It was fun.
Well, you start position 20 on the outside of the 20th row, and you find victory lane here at the Knoxville Raceway. No doubt, I'm sure there's some people you want to thank.
Yeah, Ultimate Dirt TV, Brett. Awesome job on the broadcast as always. Chris, Tyler, Alan, all the guys at DOB. Thanks for putting on another fun series. Teammates UW Motorsports and our sponsors, Colby's Eye Paints, Ultimate Dirt TV, and Next Gen Fab. Thanks for the support, guys.
All right, there we have it. Chris Brenner comes away with the win. And, well, that shot that we just had on screen, Brenner, with the wheel stand under race conditions, and fittingly enough, he finds a victory lane here in race number 2. Well done to Zach McLaughlin, who came home in second place, not on Discord, so we can't have a chat with him. Chris Roberts comes home in third. Ladies and gentlemen, round number 7 is complete. We head into the final third of, in fact, no, it's going to finish up round number 8 next week for the Blue Sphere Corporation and Dirty Old Bastards Winged 360 and 410 series next week. We'll be live once again on Facebook and YouTube about 9:15 Eastern, and then about 10:20 Eastern on Tuesday and Thursday. Be sure to like our social media pages, Ultimate Dirt TV on Facebook and Ultimate Dirt TV on YouTube. Hit the subscribe button on YouTube. Make sure you hit the like button on Facebook, and make sure you go follow the sponsors that allow us to bring you the action. The Blue Sphere Corporation, along with Dirty Old Bastards, go and like their social media pages on Facebook as well. Well, on behalf of everyone here at Ultimate Dirt TV, it's been a spectacular night here from the Sprint Car capital of the world, the Knoxville Raceway. Ladies and gentlemen, round 7 of the World of Outlaws Craftsman Sprint Car Series has been run and won. Race 1 taken out by Anthony Lopresto. Race 2 taken out by Chris Brenner. My name is Brett Wheeler. It's signing off. We'll see you next Tuesday night for the 360 Sprint Car Series.